And this is your host, Gene Van Horn. Welcome back to What Happens When, the internet's most favorite show. With me, as always, my main man, G5.
Facts.
Meow. With us, as always, best friend of the show, Just Mike.
Hey.
Meow. What's cracking, ladies and gentlemen? And as always, or as usual, we do say, if you don't like what we got to say,
F you.
Word to mother.
Word to Big Bird.
Word to the mother.
Remember that? Word to your mother. What was that?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what that was either. Why was it word to your mother?
That's
What
some
was
old
that?
New York stuff.
Word to
man.
Mother B.
Was that like but
See-
what does that even mean though?
I have no idea, but I'm guessing that's why Snoop and Corrupt went kicking down buildings in New York behind that.
Just because of that in
Yeah, it's
particular?
like word to your mother. How about these buildings, though?
Word to your mother. How about these buildings though?
Yeah, kick
Yeah.
down these buildings.
Was it said in that order or?
Exactly in that order.
Okay.
Some version of that story is real. It's facts because it was right here on the podcast.
Yeah,
You
totally.
heard
So that's exactly what happened. Actually, I remember specifically hearing Snoop
See?
Dogg say
Facts.
"word to your mother" and then kick a building over right before.
it.
I
Yeah,
think.
and then they edited that out
Right.
in the final copy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 97% of 42%.
I'll
sure that happened.
almost guarantee you that was in the treatment.
I could almost 100% guarantee you that that's true.
Almost, I'm 10% sure that 100% of that happened. In the
So
treatment.
how much percentage is that though?
It's like 2% or something. It's a lot of math.
That's that new math
It's that new math.
It's 47% of 2%.
Yeah,
of a lot of no percentages.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sure. I'm basically. What I'm saying basically is that it happened.
So yeah, so it happened.
It
Yeah.
did happen.
It's a fact.
So, how's your weekend, man? How's your Memorial Day? Happy Memorial Day. We do want to say salute to every soldier who is memorialized on that day.
Salute. I wasn't
And
one of those. Thank goodness.
God bless all your families. We appreciate the hard work and dedication and giving your life the ultimate sacrifice in defense of this country, regardless of the politics behind the war you are in.
Right.
We thank you.
Right.
Yes.
That's one thing I can't actually insult nobody on.
That's true. Yeah. Right.
I was trying to figure out how to do it. I just
Like a tasteful way of doing that.
yeah, I can't.
Oh, did you see? Speaking of that, before we get into anything huge, did you guys see that NASCAR driver?
Nah, what the hell happened with that?
so-
I heard it, but I wasn't listening. I'm like,
So
really?
basically, the Indy 500 was over the weekend, and
Okay.
a Japanese dude won for the
Oh, that's
first
right.
time in history.
So they got all
Yep.
racist on it.
So he said he felt some kind of way about a Japanese dude winning the Indy 500
Right.
on Memorial Day. Like he
Right,
felt some
right.
kind of way about that. Like
Well, then he should have beat him then.
I
all I
don't
can
think
say.
he was racing. I think he's like a retired dude, or
Oh well.
I don't really know NASCAR. Basically, what I do, I only know one thing about NASCAR.
What's that? They
Besides
typically
Dale
don't let-
Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr., right?
Yeah.
I know that NASCAR was invented by during the Prohibition era when they would race moonshine
alcohol,
across,
Which is pretty dope.
across the states. That's the only thing I know about NASCAR.
Yeah, it's like the old Cannonball Run.
Right. Or the old Kessel Run, which was done in 12 parsecs by the Millennium Falcon. So
Which is as long as
motherfuckers,
there's
man.
Star Wars, there'll be geeks,
Yeah,
and I'll be there.
that's evident.
Yeah, it's true.
woo, that was great. That was a great callback right
That was
there.
pretty good.
Thank
pretty
you.
solid. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm actually pretty proud of that of that callback right there. If you're just tuning in to your dials, figure that like they had dials on the interweb.
The intro.
If you're just turning your dials to us on the interwebs, what's up? We are live once again.
If you just interwebbed us,
We're all about facts here, and we started off the show with a couple of great facts and a couple of great numbers, and we got into that. How do you feel about that? The whole NASCAR deal. How do you feel about him saying? I mean, it's an honest feeling, right? He's American.
Sure.
His father fought in World War II.
Well,
And he felt some kind. He's like, my father's platoon mates died on that day, and then here goes this Jap. For lack of a better-
he said
he
that?
used
yeah,
that.
yeah. Did you use Jap? You know?
How-
Did he go all the way?
Can you
Jap
say that?
with it?
Yeah, he went with the
slap
jab.
somebody?
Did he jab?
I
Did he?
don't
I,
think-
I feel like jab slapping that jab.
I don't think he Jap slapped him, but he definitely did throw
Well,
the Jap out there. But also,
yeah.
shout out to the new lights. Real
Shout
quick.
out new lights.
Lights look good.
Here, I got two comments on it.
Just
the general population not gonna like either one
Two
of these.
comments.
So, the first one is Asians can't drive. How did he win?
So that must not be a real one.
Yeah,
then.
it's not.
That has now been debunked.
That was the Indy 400.
The Indy 400. Okay.
So he didn't win. I'm just gonna go ahead and call that a farce.
Okay.
And
No.
number two, yeah, like there's no black people, I don't think, in NASCAR, so I don't really like. It's so white that they can say whatever they want to and get away with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like NASCAR is like almost as white as, like, a little bit whiter than hockey. So like you could say,
I think NASCAR is wider than hockey.
it
it's
is
way-
because
way
there's a couple
whiter
of black
than hockey.
people in
Because
hockey.
there's at least
so-
3 black people in hockey.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably all Canadian, but still.
Like 3% of 47% of the
Yeah.
teams in hockey
Yeah, have
have
one
black person.
Yeah.
Shout
So
out to
now-
Roger Speedy Gonzalez who just
Chimed
started watching.
Shout out,
So-
Speedy Gonzalez.
So your hot take was it's too white for you to care about it.
It's so white that they can say what they want to and nobody's gonna notice.
That's a thing, man. That
Yeah.
really is a thing.
Is that
It's
a
super
thing?
white, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
super white. Like they could say all this racist stuff and it doesn't matter. Like
Where else
we-
is that a thing?
because they all feel the same way. The majority rules in
Picture
that.
they.
a whole bunch of black people
Yeah,
start
they.
showing up at NASCAR, barbecuing and shit.
They'll start outlawing NASCAR.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Hey man, it's the same
It's like
thing.
golf, man.
It's
Like,
like
they did-
baseball.
Look,
Like what's his name? Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
Rushed the mound.
Oh, yeah.
Bombed
Yeah.
on the pitcher. They
no, he
got.
tried to bomb him. Hunter,
He
Hunter
caught-
gave him a couple pieces.
Nah, but he caught him. He caught him right in the.
Yeah, but they both got
He gave
suspended.
him the pow right in the kisser.
Shout out to Spoon.
and
Yeah.
and they would brawl him. If that was 60 black fools in the
Oh, yeah,
NFL doing
Police
that,
coming down from the stand,
the
shooting,
game would be over.
shooting people.
They would go to black on the
Black
television
on
show.
black
Nah,
crimes.
it had the,
Just go straight to Chicago.
it'd be all like
This
the
is what's wrong with black people in America.
oh man, it would be horrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
Shout out to CH just watching.
Like, I just feel
Hey.
like golf is another one. Remember when Tiger Woods was at the height of his popularity and everybody was kind of, well, it's because he's so strong and
That
Yeah.
seems like a millennium ago.
yeah, it seemed like yes. Ever since he left
Millennium
his white
Falcon.
wife, things went bad.
Yeah.
So
After what?
after he left his white wife, or she left him, you know,
So I think she hit him with a golf club first, and then she left.
yeah,
The
And took
ultimate
$500 million.
Yeah,
the
that was-
ultimate shirt I've seen, the ultimate quote from the Tiger Woods situation was there was this white chick. She had big tits,
yes, my favorite.
and on the front of the shirt it said Tiger Wood.
Oh, nice.
That was so awesome.
No S.
No,
Tiger
Nice.
Wood.
yeah, it just said Tiger Wood.
The question was.
That was awesome.
He sure would.
Yeah,
Absolutely
and
would.
it said Tiger Wood.
I mean, dude, if you ever saw some
I
of the
was
pics that he
dying.
allegedly,
Oh, I did.
Messing
I
around
see
with
some.
lies.
Oh, there's no alleged. It happened.
That's alleged.
It happened.
it was.
It was
No,
terrible.
he told him this was Tiger.
Oh, that's my
Yeah.
favorite. That's my favorite.
Erase your phone.
Dude.
Yes, abort.
my wife.
Abort.
My wife.
Mission
My
abort.
wife.
She knows.
She got my phone.
Oh, this is Tiger.
This is
What
Tiger.
an idiot.
This is
How you have
Tiger.
all that money, dude, and you
You're
still
a
out there
billionaire,
doing-
man.
and you messing around with ugly chicks.
We're gonna figure it out. We're
You
gonna
supposed
pay
to
some
be-
people off.
dude,
We're gonna figure it out.
You got $1.5.
This is
You got
it.
$1.5 billion. No, first of all, look, you got $1.5 billion. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
hide
richest
nothing.
sports guy ever.
I'm not trying to hide nothing.
Nothing.
Out there in public with different chicks. If that's the way you're gonna do it, man, and they better not be ugly neither, because that's like
Shout out to
So that's even worse.
Donnie 5
Yeah.
just chimed in.
dun,
Five
dun,
oh in the
dun,
building.
And the
Donnie.
OG B Lasky.
B.
Lasky B.
I don't even know what a
Lasky?
Lasky B is.
Lasky's from
Carol
Uptown.
turned up.
Is always in the building.
Lasky, one of the smoothest singing voices you hear.
Yeah, but you don't want anything of the madness over here, brother. Yeah.
And
Does he like wrestling? Or
Pretty
is
good
He does Macho Man, but
Okay.
he's not nowhere near me, man.
So he does Nacho.
And,
With the madness.
and he's a bodyguard as well. So
Yeah,
good dude, man. Good dude.
Is he he's a bodyguard?
yeah.
More?
Yeah.
Would you say more Kevin Costner or more like
Kevin Costner,
one of
for
TMT
sure. He's
bodyguard?
definitely Kevin Costner.
So he'd
bodyguard.
like carry my limp body as
for
a,
sure, sure, absolutely.
All right.
And he,
Cool.
you know,
We start getting bigger,
especially
we
if
might
you
have
go,
to hire you, Lasky.
And
And he can sing too. He can sing that song as we run out
Yeah,
of like
so
the
it'd be like
burning
the
building.
reverse.
Hey, we
bodyguard.
need to bring Lasky on this show and have him sing Michael Jackson, "She's Out of My Life," everybody in here will be in tears.
Oh yeah,
Dying. That
Lasky's
motherfucker
dope.
can do that shit incredible, bro.
Lasky's dope.
Shout out to Lasky.
Shout out Lasky. Good to see you.
So you feel like NASCAR is so white
So white that they can say whatever they
that
want.
they can say whatever they want to.
Yeah,
If you just
I think it's two things. It's white and semi-irrelevant to your general populace. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's super
so
white.
basically it's white and who cares?
Yeah, I mean, because they expect them to be hillbillies and shit.
Have
like
you
that.
seen the fans at that motherfucker?
Yeah, they hillbillies and trailer.
They are
parkers.
straight up hillbillies.
Hillbillies and trailer parkers.
That's funny.
Yeah, because so like it's like you expected at any moment 6 or 7 of them leaving that studio, leaving that racing park and going straight to the hotel to wait for Springer in the morning. So you know,
And Maury.
yeah. So it's like it's cool.
That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Speaking of Maury, did you see that clip recently where the baby moms was just, he's like, she's only trying to pin this baby on me because I look like Snoop Dogg. And the dude, he doesn't look like Snoop Dogg, but he kind of does, but he doesn't really. Then they did like a side by side, and he still had like the Snoop Dogg braids from like '94.
Yeah. So in other words, he has Kawhi Leonard's braids.
Exactly.
Right.
So he looked more like Kawhi than Snoop.
Nice.
But it was hilarious, bro.
Was it his kid?
Hell no. That motherfucker started sea walking, everything. I was dying.
Was he Snoop Dogg?
He was the Claw.
He was.
He was the Claw dog.
That shit was. He was like, I told you,
You know what
bitch.
the Claw is? That's what they
That's
call Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, the
The
claw,
Claw.
because his big ass hands.
Yeah.
That's a terrible name.
They didn't want can't call him the Glove.
That's
So
The glove is dope, but the claw is terrible. The claw sounds like a bad guy from a terrible. A matter of fact, it is a bad guy from a terrible cartoon in the 80s.
Dr.
Inspector the Gadget.
Yeah, Inspector
The Gadget.
Inspector Gadget. Yeah.
So now
They're remaking that film.
why Matthew Broderick just completely destroyed that.
Inspector the Gadget, though.
Shout out to Lamont Narcisse
the
just
Gadget.
chimed in.
Lamont. I
don't know what a narcissist
Yeah, I don't
is.
know who that is.
Anyways,
Who's the- I
so
don't
let's
know.
just keep it rolling here.
So how you feeling? You feeling NASCAR's white enough? So if you're just tuning in, what we were talking about is NASCAR. There's a NASCAR guy. We don't know his name because he's too white for us to care. But basically, he chimed in on a Japanese dude winning
On
on Memorial Day, and he said that he feels some kind of way about a Jap winning on Memorial Day. He used the word Jap.
quote.
which is
That's a
great.
quote. That's a direct
Jap.
quote.
Yeah, he used the word
Direct
Jap.
quote.
Facts.
I mean, I guess it's short for Japanese, but still, it comes off way worse.
Does it really? I
mean,
still like
if
to
you
say
say
Jap
Japanese-
slap. I tell my son all the time, if
You
you-
Jap slap
I'll
him?
Jap slap you.
What the fuck?
karate
though?
chop.
What is a Jap slap though?
It's like a backhanded motion, and you kind of like what all if you do it.
Pimp slap? Almost.
Is that bad?
That's super racist.
Yeah, especially because most of those movies back in the day were Chinese.
Right.
Either way,
But I guess, after you bomb the shit out of somebody, they can't really. You can
No, you can say whatever you want.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sucks.
you
But
make
they did- I mean, they
mongoloids
got
of their
Pearl
children
Harbor,
for
so, you
years.
know.
I
Said
guess.
make mongoloids of their
Yeah.
children.
Yeah. They got, yeah.
No, that's wrong. That shit is funny though.
So I can't say.
I can't
Jap-
lie, that's
You know,
fucked up.
mongoloid's not even PC anymore. You can't say mongoloid.
You can't
What are
say
you supposed
Oriental no more.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Oh yeah, you can't. That's.
No, mongoloid is now referred to as Down syndrome.
Really?
I just call it quirky.
Yeah.
I just call them retarded. All of them. I lump them all together as the
Different
same.
though. Retarded is different than
Not to me. They're all the
mongoloid.
same.
Yeah, retarded. Like
Nah, look. If you're not
Disneyland.
normal, then you're retarded.
If you're not just so you guys know, he did normal in air quotes.
Yeah.
If you couldn't tell by the sound of his
retarded.
voice.
Just Mike is not on camera, by the way.
Yeah.
Never is.
Yeah.
Ever.
Never. So if
You'll
you're
never
if
see
you're
Just
asking that
Mike.
question in the comments, you must be new to the show. Go watch the other 31 episodes, you moron.
Yeah.
Look at the air quotes.
Friggin'
Yeah.
douche.
But yeah,
learn,
man.
Learn the damn culture.
Yeah, don't ask dumb questions. But by
Only-
that, we'll just recap the show. This is a show. It's called What Happens When. 3 guys sit around a laptop and talk about God knows what.
Yeah.
And that's what we do every week. We talk about what we feel like talking about. Right
And
now.
insult whoever
And we don't
we
give a
want.
fuck if you like it or not.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll just say and do whatever the fuck we feel.
Yeah. And we insult you
Because it's our show, bitches.
at our leisure. Understand?
Exactly. And right now we're talking about racist NASCAR drivers and if it's too white for us to actually care.
I feel like it is.
Is there any black race NASCAR drivers?
I have no idea
That's
because
The
I've
answer's
never
no.
watched. I've never watched a full lap.
The answer's no. It's America.
This is America.
America.
Can't be ruining America.
That's a great question.
There's no. I don't.
What it
I
started
didn't
to
know.
be.
Here's the great part. I didn't even know there was a Japanese NASCAR driver.
Me neither. But I did know there was some in baseball. And the funny thing about that is it's getting to be less and less black people in baseball.
Yeah, this. What did I say? It was like 7%, right?
it's
7.5%.
Black people are leaving baseball
Oh yeah, they're gone. So
because the new black people are taking over. The Cubans, Dominicans.
they're not
black
new.
Like
they're
new
new
Cubans, Dominicans, they've been
Picture that,
around
like-
forever.
No,
Like
saying
new Coke.
They're the new black people here in the United States.
I hate that shit where because they speak Spanish and grew up on an
Hashtag full
island,
speed.
Yeah.
them motherfuckers are like,
Yeah.
I'm Cuban.
The
You
funny-
are, but you're black.
Yeah.
It's like
we're
you're
Americans,
black
but we're
in
black.
America. You're black.
It's like
It's like you're black in Africa.
they
You
wouldn't-
African.
they're not gonna call the
And
Aboriginals
black.
Australian. They're not. Yeah, when you're African. When you're black in Africa, you're African.
That's funny.
So they're not gonna call the Aboriginal people.
You know what the fuck I meant.
They're not gonna call the Aboriginal people Australian. It's just not gonna happen. Even though they're black and they're Australian, they haven't been anywhere else.
It's not true.
So why do we not call?
I did research on it.
They're not from Australia. Where did they come? They swim over.
They came.
But they were there previous
prisoners,
to,
dude. They
to
were-
being
They
were
came
sent
down
there
from
like a prison
Africa.
island.
right.
It's like a,
Well,
it's like a prison
everybody
island.
And they was
apparently
there.
came down from Africa.
If
at
you're
some point.
black, you're from Africa. If you have black
I
features,
think we went over this.
somewhere along the line, you came from Africa.
How do we get here again from NASCAR?
Because there's no fucking black Americans
But there's no
barely left in baseball.
Sure, but I mean at the same time.
So
you could
we're talking
say-
about the Cubans that
Yeah.
are the new blacks,
They're the new
Cubans
blacks.
and Dominicans,
Yeah.
which are just black motherfuckers that speak Spanish.
That's it. Just like Jamaicans are black that speak.
That
French,
reminds me
or
of
speak
that reminds
French
me of
and
that Bill
patois.
Bellamy movie. What movie was that?
What you watched the Bill Bellamy movie?
Dude,
movie?
yeah.
So-
It's terrible.
How to be a
Do you know what
player?
Bajans
Oh,
are?
he's terrible. Oh, who?
Blasians?
Bayesian?
Bajans.
No.
It's some shit. I'm not really sure where they're like where they.
I know what a Blasian is.
But
yeah, black Asian.
nah, it's like they be speaking like that like
Broken
kind of
Chinese?
Jamaican shit, but I don't know.
Are you
it's
talking about
kinda-
Belize?
Nah, they're like Bayesian.
I've never heard of that. Before.
I know. I
I
thought
know what
because
Panama
anytime
is.
we ever made
One of my real
said
good
that
buddies
Bayesian is like
Pan-
black and
Panamanian.
Asian.
He looked black.
Nah, but they Tory Lanez,
Tory.
the rapper,
Okay.
he's Bayesian.
Is he making that up? Is that's
They clearly know about this shit in New York because everybody knew.
yeah?
this
But
shit.
that doesn't
When I
mean
see-
that they're
New
not
York, they
making
make
it
up
up.
all
Yeah, but see, I don't know what it is, so I'm like, man, what the fuck is
New
Bayesian?
York is make up words though. Just like we do here. Hella, for instance.
Hella.
That's up north though. We don't. That's not.
We do
A,
use it down here.
I
But
mean-
here in California, it was created. Hella.
how do you spell?
Shout out to
Bayesian?
John Gerald. He ain't got no jump shot, but
No
you
idea.
know he's here.
How do you spell
Shout out to
Bayesian?
Panamanian. This Panamanian I was just
B-Asian?
talking about. as a
Yeah,
matter
see,
of fact.
Panamanian,
Yeah.
Yeah, Milcar's
black motherfucker that speaks Spanish.
Milcar's
Yeah,
Honduran.
that's it. That's
A Milcar's Honduran, and he's weird looking. He's black.
Who?
He speaks Spanish. His name's Milcar Ramirez,
Whoever that is.
but he's black.
He's a baseball player.
Soccer player
Nah, he's a
from.
friend.
He went to
Mine.
school with little man.
Well, tell him. You know what I mean? I don't like him.
Hey, Milcar, he doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Just Mike said he doesn't like you or
Yeah.
your face.
Or your face, especially your face.
Yeah, look at Danny. Look at Danny. Danny's Honduran and Mexican, and he's black.
Yep.
Uh,
Another black motherfucker that speaks Spanish.
yeah.
That's why I understand,
His
man.
dad is super black. You probably
You're
don't know
still
him.
black in baseball. Like
Sure,
I just
sure.
bothers the
But
shit out of me.
we're
It's
not
still,
gonna- we're not gonna call it
what,
that
but what
because
they're
we're-
reducing
No,
it to is black
Well, the 7%
Americans.
is the 7%
Black
is actually
Americans.
black American.
But
Right.
don't say there ain't no black people in baseball. There's
No,
all
no,
kind
no,
of black
yeah,
people in
of course.
baseball.
But
As
what-
a matter of
but
fact,
what do you
really,
mean
they're taking over
it's black
baseball.
American?
Right.
The Spanish population.
Because
Baseball's
it's
all
an
about those
American
guys.
sport.
Right.
It's
because
America's pastime.
we're dominating two other sports, basketball and
And
football, the ones that make money.
yeah, the one. Well, shit, baseball makes.
Baseball players make
a
way
lot,
more
Honestly,
money.
A lot of money.
baseball
Baseball
as an
players make more money.
organization-
Right.
No, but not per game. But if you,
Right.
if you
Doesn't
look
matter
at
per
it-
game. Your contract's bigger.
and they're not guaranteed in the same way that basketball. is.
FYI, your contract's bigger.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Contract's bigger.
It is.
I got something
Them
that's
motherfuckers be
bigger.
getting like $300 million.
Oh yeah, they get ridiculous. But then it'd be like
Contract's
10-year
bigger.
contracts.
So what?
And they can get cut or traded.
They could play longer too.
Yeah, they can play till like the
Sure,
97.
but why would you want to do that?
Like Roger Clemens, I think he's coming back, right?
Nolan Ryan, I think, will be on the hill
Facts.
next
The
year.
Facts.
big unit's
Nolan Ryan's
back.
going to be starting for the Houston Astros.
And they're
Are they
actually
still the
pretty good
Astros?
this year. Yeah, they're the Astros still, and they're pretty good.
Shout out to CH and the Houston Astros.
Shout outs.
Hashtag full speed.
What is? I don't know what that is.
My dad.
We'll just
my dad
promote
going-
that hashtag full speed.
My Giants are doing terrible things right now.
I don't even have a baseball team.
Well,
Who has one?
That's because
I
there's
do.
no
I'm a
black
Giants fan.
Americans that play for you
That's
to
what
watch.
it
Yeah, you know what? You know what's funny about that? The last team that I actually like, guess who their star player was?
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, Seattle Mariners.
Yeah, that's true. I just figured I'd throw out Yasiel Puig because he's looked black.
Isn't he another Cuban or some shit like that?
Yeah, I think he's from the DR.
Yasiel Puig kind of reminds me of El Maniaco.
He looks like
Manny Ramirez.
Sammy. Yeah, he looks like Sammy to me to look at.
El Maniaco.
Like before he turned white, that is.
Sammy?
What
Yeah.
in the fuck
Sammy
happened to
Sosa.
Sammy Sosa?
No idea.
That
Oh.
motherfucker lost his
He
mind.
got whatever
bro.
Michael Jackson had.
He's got better Lego.
Yeah,
Ladies
he
and
got
gentlemen,
something more than that.
Yeah.
Pops is in the building.
Hey, shout
Hey,
out Pops.
Pops.
What's going on now?
I love it. Nobody knows who Pops is. This
Pops
is
is
great.
the anonymous figure that sometimes shows his hand on the camera.
Yeah, just a hand.
Just a hand. Similar
Similar
to
to
Just Mike.
Similar to Just
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Very
They
similar.
like to keep the black people behind
So-
camera in this show.
So I was listening to
You know what they say, man.
Black
It's not even enough black Americans on
Right?
what happens when.
Black
That's not
America.
true. RJ was
I could
on
be
here.
one of your kids.
That's true. RJ was
and
on
Brandon
here.
Commodore.
And
and
B Styles was
Yeah.
up here.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
JT Palmer.
Yeah.
JT Palmer was on.
JT
Yeah.
Palmer.
Actually,
was
all
on.
of our guests have been black.
Yep.
I was getting ready to call him.
So you, my friend, are
Right.
just a fire starter. You Donald Trump, basically.
Yeah, it's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna make this podcast great again.
I was listening to some more news and I heard something great and I kind of wondered what would I do in this situation.
Okay.
So in Florida, there was some Hispanics having a party.
Oh no.
Across the
No,
street.
really?
Yeah, but it was a 1-year-old birthday party.
No, really?
Yeah, just like every other day in
A gang of
Florida.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Rehearsing
So
for
they have a big
quinceañera.
bouncy house. You know, we've all seen the parties with the gigantic bouncy houses. I've had a couple with the bouncy house or whatever. And they have it on the lawn, and they're, Mexicans party late or Hispanics party late, right? And they got their little tum 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 tum. So, one 60-year-old man had enough.
Wait,
So,
was he a 60-year-old white man?
Probably.
It doesn't say
I
the
mean, he could
race.
have probably shot the guy in the back and said he had on a hoodie, and that would have been that.
More than likely.
That would
So-
have been justified.
all of a sudden, the bouncy house deflates with all the children inside.
Nice.
And they're like, oh my God. And they're panicking to pull the kids out. And they're like, Gayaka, Gayaka. And they're pulling them out. And
Tell him to shut up.
Yeah.
Cállate.
and then they're yanking them out. And then the family goes back and watches what happened on their surveillance tape.
Uh-huh.
And you could see some like 60-year-old man standing there like, look at this. Look at this.
Look at this. Come here.
And then
Come
you
here.
could see him pull the cord on
Look
the
at this
bouncy
here.
house. Right? And then just leave casually. Like
Ah.
he pulls the cord and then leaves casually.
Bro.
Which, by the way, if you have surveillance cameras, just know you're going to get an HD video of the crime being committed on your property.
Did anybody post that on the internet?
No, I'm sure it's on.
Fuck,
I'm
I
sure it's
would
on the
love to
interweb.
see that shit.
Here,
But-
wait.
Hold
I
on.
just want to interject for 1 second, just because the image that I'm getting, like I have an image of Herbert from Family Guy going, "This must be Christmas," and then pulling the end. Never mind. Go
And then
ahead.
just pulling. That's sick.
Yeah.
You're sick.
I know,
Yeah, he just went straight child molester.
I know, but
It always gets rapey with just
well,
Mike.
once an episode.
Yeah, once an
It's
episode,
in my
some rapey
contract.
stuff comes out of
In
it.
my contract.
Who wrote that contract? Anyways, why would we want one rapey comment? in
Yes,
every
It's like
show?
a
per
must.
show.
Yeah. So the great part about this is they didn't find out till after that somebody did this, and then they reported it, and the cops kind of spread the video around, and nobody knows who this guy is.
Come on,
Across the
man.
street. Yeah, he lives across the street. It's nice.
Nobody
The
wants
fuck
to-
out of here. It's the next door
So-
neighbor and
Yeah.
shit.
So I put myself in the scenario.
Must be Aaron Hernandez.
What exactly? What did I do? What would I do in the situation? Like how pissed off it like would I
Wait,
be?
as a parent,
Yeah. Like how mad would you be
I would have thought
this
this happened
happened to
I
you?
would have laughed. I
Yeah,
would
to your
have
one-
died.
1-year-old child?
Nobody gets hurt.
No. So kids got sent to the hospital.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a couple
that's
kids got
problem.
sent to the hospital.
Oh, because they're still bouncing in
Yeah,
the
they
air
were
is going
bouncing
out.
in the bouncy house and it just
Oh, yeah.
collapsed on.
First
them.
of all,
Oh, yeah.
let me start by saying bouncy houses are not meant for little kids. Not little kids, because
Right.
especially if little kids and big kids are both in there, when that little kid's gonna get hurt.
All the time.
Oh, every time.
So that's
Concussions.
responsible by parents if they had little kids and big kids in there together.
Right.
Number two, look, I don't know. I just have a great sense of humor. If they'd have pulled it out and nobody got seriously hurt, And I don't think he would have intended, even if he did pull it out. Maybe he was irritated about whatever. I think I would have been so mad to think he intentionally tried to hurt my kids or my friends' kids or whatever. I would have had to have a talk like, hey, dude.
So say your kid got hurt in the mess.
But nobody knew who it was, though.
It'd have to be seriously hurt, though, for me to feel like.
What defines seriously hurt?
A broken appendage. Something not to scratch and scrapes and bruises and stuff like that.
So little abrasions.
Yeah, that's.
They're now going to have to go through therapy the rest of their life about
none of that
walls
stuff.
closing
like
in on them.
Like a broken arm or leg or foot or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we would have to have a little chat. But even still, I don't think it would have gotten to a point where it got physical because you can't predict that everybody's going to get hurt. The air doesn't instantly come out of it when you shut it down. They're still in there jumping or whatever. If people went to the hospital, I think it was probably to try and say, all right, well, we need to make sure that we get documentation because far as whatever happens with this guy, or if we want to do a lawsuit against the company that leases this thing out. But I don't think there was probably nothing serious.
Wow, you really thought way into that.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
you were all in there.
Are you finished?
I was thinking I'd go punch a guy in the face.
Like,
hey, old man.
I can't go back. So
violent.
Hey, old man.
I'm not.
Don't you dare touch my stuff.
You're like,
I'm not even worried about the kids. Just don't touch my things. Don't touch. Whatever you do, don't touch my electronics, you old freak.
Jovan Salmon Johnson says, I have arrived.
Yeah,
welcome.
Welcome, Jovan.
Now beat it.
Hey, don't interrupt our show with such nonsense, by the way.
Next time you feel like you just want to arrive, don't.
Woo. So if you're wondering why we got started so late too, by the way, before we get G5's hot take on what he'd do to this old man that played one, he played knick-knack on my thumb. I don't know why that just shot in my head. We're late because we were shooting a new episode for a new show that we're doing called What Happens When Nerd, where we talk about
promotion.
Comics, movies, and video games, all things nerd. So
shameless.
Be on the lookout for that episode very soon.
Jovan says, you can't stop me from arriving.
Which is actually 100% true, Jovan.
That's true. That's true.
He's going to keep calling you Jovan, by the way.
Yeah,
Jovan.
Jovan.
I'm going to call you Jovan.
It's better than what I was about to call you.
Yeah.
Hovan?
Kent Jovan.
Kent Jovan. Yeah, the Dino Doctor.
Yeah. And your name is Salmon. Salmon Johnson.
Yeah, we're gonna pronounce your L, pal.
Salmon.
Yeah, you can like it or love it.
So, would you ever be the old man in this scenario? Would you ever?
Yes.
Yes.
What? That is incredible.
Yeah.
I would dress up as Slenderman.
What's worse is
and go over there. Fucking pull the dead cord out.
Here's the worst part. You remember on Menace to Society / Don't Be a Menace, how the dude walked across the street looking from side to side? Yeah. That's how I would have done it. Just walk up in that. Yeah. Pull it out and then bail out the same way. It would have been perfect.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And
I'd have pulled the plug on that.
Oh, yeah. And I would have laughed the whole while.
What time of the morning was it?
Yeah,
like
they didn't release the time. But it definitely was going too long. The party was too long.
Yeah, it's time to shut it down.
I'm not that neighbor because I party from time to time. But at the end of the day, I would be that person just because that shit is funny. Go pull the plug on the little kids. That's hilarious.
So I feel like old people get away with like stuff just for being old.
Of course they do.
Yeah, like I'm 80 years old. I can do what I want.
They've earned the right to just do stupid shit.
No, they don't. I will punch an old man.
They've lived longer than you, bro.
I don't care. He didn't do it on his own.
You better be careful.
Yeah, you don't get the benefit
Bob Barker
for punching old people.
Yeah. I don't care.
Hey, Bob Barker gave Happy Gilmore.
I will deck an old person.
Yeah,
shit, and
but then
find out.
End up like that white dude did on that bus. When he beat the shit out of that young black dude, had that dude leaking all over the place.
It's not happening to me.
Oh, yeah, it could happen.
What
if you face Mike Tyson right now? He's an old man.
No, he's not. I'm talking about like 80. Mike Tyson just ain't walking.
Going to be 80?
No, he's not. He's like in his 50s. He's not.
I'm saying he's going to eventually be 80.
I'd fight an 80-year-old Mike Tyson.
He's going to beat your ass.
Just so you know, right here and right now on the podcast, breaking news on the podcast, Mike Tyson, when you're 80 years old, sign on the dotted line, punk. You scared.
But how old would you be?
Yeah, you'll be like 60.
I'll be 60.
50
I don't care. I'm 60. I'll take you out, Mike Tyson.
Oh, he would fuck you up at 60.
Okay.
Okay, I got
Nope.
you.
Tyson
80 years
will
old.
fuck you up at 80 years old.
80 years
You're
old.
60, he's 80. He will
Tyson.
fuck you up.
Tyson still
Hey.
that right hook is
Hey.
gonna still be dangerous.
Hey,
Fuck you up. Left
Tyson.
I
hook.
mean left hook, yeah.
no, it's not. He's gonna be throwing it like what's the opposite of the
He gonna
Flash?
save
What's
it.
the opposite of the Flash?
He gonna
He's gonna be throwing it like a really, really slow
yeah, that's
person.
how George Foreman has always been.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joey Brown in the
Foreman.
building.
Right now, he
FJB.
should knock you into
Right now, currently, but not at 80.
He's got to be like 60 something.
Who, George Foreman?
Yeah.
I will kick George Foreman
George
square in the
Foreman's
nuts.
more than he's like 70.
No, he's got to be in the 60s, late 60s.
He fought at 50. He
I know.
fought.
And that's been like
Fuck, you told me that's like 30 years ago. What are you talking
no,
about?
30 years.
30 years
man.
ago. I was
I was
alive in
out
the
of
Battle
high
of the
school when he
Ages.
fought Holyfield.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
And he was
that wasn't the
50.
Battle of the Ages.
I
though.
know,
It was
but I'm
after.
saying
Okay, let's.
I might be able to
he's
beat
probably
George
about
Foreman up right now.
67.
I don't know.
68.
Hey, George Foreman, if you watching too, you could get it.
Yeah.
George Foreman will fuck you up.
George Foreman will get the hell beat out of him
George
right now.
Foreman's hands look like that laptop.
I don't care. He still got to hit me.
Hey, he ain't no dodging that big.
There's dodging it. George
Swinging
Foreman, you don't want none.
George
Swinging
Foreman.
Word to
And
Big Bird.
hands.
I will knock George Foreman old butt out
Word
and
to
then
Big
cook
Bird.
him a burger on the Foreman grill.
Yeah, and then he gonna smack you with a hand that look like a Foreman grill.
Yeah. Oh, well. It is
They
what
only
it
got
is.
George
you
Foreman is 68 years old.
What I say?
At 68, he'll get
Facts.
beat up.
I'm
And he
sick
will-
of being the
And,
greatest.
and he will fuck you up right now.
George will grill you. He'll probably grill me.
Speedy, will George Foreman fuck Gene up
I don't think
at
Speed's watching
68
anymore.
years old?
He might still be watching.
He better still be watching.
George Foreman is not beating me up at 68 years old.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Speedy
He's
Gonzalez is a
expected to.
professional
Dude,
fighter.
he doesn't even have. He doesn't.
He will
even
let
have
you know
the
that you will
stamina
get your
to-
ass
He don't need
whooped.
stamina.
He just needs one hit.
That's it.
And
One
that-
of them.
With
and it's
his
quick.
hands are
I
like
could
this
take a
big.
70-year-old man's punch. Stop it.
Not from George Foreman.
George
Yeah.
Foreman.
You might be able to take a
You guys are
70-year-old
thinking
bum
George
fight.
Foreman at 50. He's 70,
I
dog.
understand.
That's not happening.
He
I
still
think
got them
so.
ham hocks.
I didn't see
His
that.
shit is like this big.
Yeah, he's hitting you with the end of a ball of a damn wrecking ball.
Not happening.
It doesn't matter where George Foreman hits him, Jobin.
Dude, I will hit George Foreman square in the
Jobin?
nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it won't happen.
If George Foreman hits you
George
right
Foreman,
now
if it's
at
not-
68
I don't
years
care.
old,
That's
he
a
will
big
knock
if, though.
your fucking block off.
That's a big if.
yeah,
No.
he's gonna connect on one.
Hey, George,
You know
make
he
it
broke a
happen.
man's arm in a fight when he was younger.
JB says,
Make-
if I
make
fight
it
him, I'm
happen.
cheating.
He tried to block it on the side and broke his damn arm.
Yeah, make it happen, George.
George Foreman.
Hey, if you're a promoter out there and you're watching this, make it
Going for the
happen. Me
body,
versus
guy
George
tried to
Foreman right now.
Catch it. Broke this. With boxing gloves on. Dude,
That's what I'm
man,
saying.
look, that dude-
You're not fucking with George Foreman at
murderer.
68.
That's
You're gonna
insane.
have to wait till George Foreman's like 99.
Yeah, like
Well, first
brittle
and foremost, we said 80.
osteoporosis he
Right.
needs.
But we checked in the tail of
No,
the
no,
tape
no. We
said
said
68.
80 for Mike Tyson.
Yeah, we did say 80
for
for Mike Tyson, but you said you could take.
I'll take George
Foreman
right now.
68.
If
George,
you
I'll
out
take
your
you on right
goddamn
now.
mind, if you think you can take George Foreman right now,
I'll
68,
tell you what. Tell you what.
Okay, what are we street fighting or we're boxing?
boxing.
no, it's boxing.
It's easy money, dude.
He
Here,
will
this
fuck
is
you
what
up,
I'm.
man.
Easy money.
Look, if I'm gonna tell you what, if we can get the
You
fight
can't
set
beat Bernard Hopkins at 900. How old is Bernard Hopkins? 60?
Bernard
All I
Hopkins
know
is an
he's-
alien. George
yeah, he
Foreman is a
an
human
alien, that's
being.
true. Bernard Hopkins would chew off
Yeah.
Gene's leg.
Exactly.
Bernard Hopkins.
Spit
Bernard
little
Hopkins
acid
got
on-
knocked out the ring his last fight.
Yeah, by a
Spit little
motherfucking
acid
young
on-
ass, big motherfucker that can punch.
Thundercat.
He shouldn't have been fighting.
Now, here's what's gonna happen. If I get that fight set
Thundercat.
up, I just want to have life insurance on you so I can
Yeah,
collect.
good. No worries.
Give me a life insurance policy.
Man, him and Mike Tyson still hit hard as fuck.
Yeah, this
man.
guy. I like,
Mike
it might not
Tyson's
be
only in his
fast.
50s. We're
know.
not talking
I'm not
about that.
fighting.
This guy's 70.
George Foreman will
68.
fuck you up at 68
He
years
hasn't
old.
quite crossed the.
I wish this could fucking happen.
George
George
Foreman.
Foreman will fuck him up, man.
George, I will knock you the hell out. Just so you know.
Hey, man, you don't want that problem, man.
Just so you
George,
know,
don't do it to
George.
him, George. Please.
I hope this goes viral.
If you're
so we
watching
can
George
make this
Foreman,
happen,
please.
George.
Yeah, George
If you ever see this, please don't fuck him up, please.
Please fuck him up. Let me get the life insurance.
100%. And I want to get paid in pure Foreman grill stock.
Yeah, there it is. That'll work. That'll work. And all I want is the life insurance policy. I'm gonna take it out the day I find out the fight is gonna happen.
Man, I wish. Dude, I'll be in the ring scraping my brother up off of the. Like, fuck, man. Damn,
With
man.
Martin fought
Martin
Tommy Hearns.
Yeah. Your head gonna be.
Did it really look that bad, guys?
Like I told this motherfucker that a 68-year-old George Foreman would destroy him. Beat his fucking brains in.
What I'll do is we'll negotiate a lot for about a year or two, and I'll kind of make sure he hits that 70 mark.
Yeah.
And then we'll go.
Yeah. You better hope like hell.
He'll fuck you up at 70.
But I hope he's got like Muhammad Ali disease. What is that called again?
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's. That. Dude. I hope he had that.
No. I don't hope, George, I don't hope you have Parkinson's.
He said your face is going to look like they grilled it. Yes, Joven.
Yeah. Where's FJB at, man?
He's here. He's in the building. Gene can't. FJB says Gene can't beat crazy no face showing Mike. LOL.
Hey,
that might be true too.
That might be true. Actually, that's true. That's probably true.
They're much closer in age.
Yeah, he's definitely got more stamina than me at this point.
Pause.
Yeah, how you know about my stamina?
We're talking about fighting stamina. I don't think the other stamina.
Isn't it all related?
Unless he's using medication. I think he's using PEDs in that area.
Could be. Me and LeBron went down to that same place.
Florida, right?
Me, LeBron.
Oh yeah, y'all do have similar hairlines.
It's true. Our hairline is except mine come from the back. His, no homo.
What?
Or homo. Well, hey, whatever. Put it however you want to. I don't care. Take it how you want to. Behind,
which is what he always tells LeBron.
Yeah. Take it.
So the finals are getting ready to start. Speaking of LBJ, if he wins this, greatest
FJB
ever?
said he's out.
No. Peace.
Said, get the hell good night, feeling long effects from a hard workout. Man, don't tell us about your homosexual life.
Jagging off.
We want to know about what you do in your private life.
You know what I mean?
As he said, God bless you guys.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Nice.
I couldn't read past the.
He couldn't read past the hard workout.
We don't want to know about your hard working out when you're jagging off. Anyways, I got.
God bless you too, brother.
I wouldn't say that he was the best ever. But interestingly enough, remember, I think we had a conversation, and I was saying that the comparison was more between LeBron and Magic as opposed to LeBron and MJ.
Right.
Scottie Pippen said the same thing, which I thought was interesting. But that was what I thought when I saw it.
I agree, though.
I can't listen to Scottie Pippen ever since him and his wife been all over the tabloids.
His wife and him are on the tabloids? For
ex-wife, his wife, whatever. Scottie Pippen's irrelevant.
Okay, well, he's a good basketball player.
He was.
He decently knows the stuff.
This one thing I feel about MJ's situation is LBJ leaves the team, they suck immediately.
Yeah, it's true.
Michael
had a pretty good squad.
Michael Jordan retires.
They still make the playoffs.
Dang near had a championship run.
Yeah, and back then the East was pretty solid.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like the East is now. I mean, they had Detroit, they had Indiana, New York was pretty good.
Yeah.
The Bulls.
Right.
So
Orlando.
That's what I will say. Good night, FJB. We love you.
Yeah, they had a couple of pretty decent teams, and the West was kind of up and down at that time.
Yeah, it was.
So I think they had some teams that were.
They still had solid teams, like the first five teams.
You know what's fun? Is this Lakers versus Celtics times or Lakers versus Bulls time, or is this EA?
I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm gonna tell you this though.
Okay. That's how I judge things. It's like on what game was popular at that time.
Lakers versus Celtics. Well, they had a good Portland team. Utah was pretty good. The Lakers were good.
So we're talking like Bill Rock college football
good.
still.
The Rockets had become and the Suns were pretty good.
Was it Olajuwon Barkley era in the Rockets?
No,
that was
Kenny Smith,
Olajuwon was there. Barkley was in the East though at that time with the Sixers.
Yeah.
So
Robert Horry.
Horry was with the Rockets.
He was a young Horry.
Kevin Willis.
That was before he became like.
They were good.
He became a big shot guy right there.
Mr. Big Shot.
With them. Two of them
back to back.
Yeah.
Kenny Smith.
And that was really because Jordan had kind of retired.
Vernon
Maxwell, Mad Max. Yep, they had Kenny Smith.
Yeah.
They had pretty good.
Kenny the Jet.
Kenny the Jet. Yeah. Average basketball player, really. He was never anything great about him.
Oh, but he's a great commentator. I love him. I love him on commentary.
Funny, but whatever.
Speaking of commentary between Kenny the Jet Smith. What's Jenny the Cat? Jenny and the Cats. Kenny the Jet Smith and them. What happened with your good old boy Shaq and Charles? Why'd they get into it?
Later, Speedy.
The heat of competition, Oh, you mean like recently?
Wait, when? They got into it recently?
Yeah, they got into it about last
Peace
week.
out, Speedy.
Later, Speedy.
Should have chimed in, you short fucker.
I didn't see it. I didn't know that. I saw
so basically they were talking back and forth about like championships and stuff like that. And Shaq he basically got like upset with Kenny. I mean, with Charles. He got upset with Charles.
On
They
air?
fight all the time.
No,
do.
but this
They've
was
actually
serious.
fought.
Shaq was getting serious. He's like, "You're irrelevant. Like you're not. Like you shouldn't even be in the Hall of Fame." Like he was just going ham.
Wow.
Like, it got real.
No,
like,
he didn't.
Yeah, dude, it got real. Like Charles, you could tell was
maybe.
clearly, like he was clearly trying to like laugh it off.
Yeah.
But Shaq was clearly butthurt.
Well, I, mean,
I can't believe you guys didn't hear about that.
No, I mean I did read something about it, but I thought they were talking about the actual fight that they had on the court years ago.
No,
So I
this
didn't
was
realize-
this was like they were like comparing careers and.
Oh well, Shaq's career was much more illustrious.
Of course, he's got championships.
Yeah, but even if you discount that,
Yeah.
Shaq's numbers are ridiculous.
Yeah, he's like,
Not
you couldn't
that-
even get there, Charles.
Charles
Like,
Barkley, he did
okay.
get there though.
He did. He
got
just
there
was making
lost
fun
with,
of him.
with Phoenix, but
Yeah.
he didn't get there with Houston, which is kind of weird because he should have. That squad was loaded.
Right.
But I don't know. All in all, no, I hadn't heard anything about. I mean, like I said, I read just a headline. I was like, I don't
a smidge.
care about that. You know, care. I thought that it was talking about some old stuff when
No,
Charles Barkley
no,
threw
it was
ball
all
at him or
brand
something and they
dude,
pushed
brand
him.
new stuff. They were just beefing.
I may have to check it out. But supposedly they've known each other for years and years.
Yeah, they're great friends, but they just were getting into a big argument.
That's pretty dumb.
It is pretty dumb, but it was.
Almost fight on Inside the NBA.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it just happened.
So, in my opinion, Shaq wins that fight like 100% of the time. Like, because even if he can't fight, all you got to do is be able to punch straight.
He's old too. They're both old.
Yeah, but Shaq's not that
Shaq
old.
ain't
Really, he's
that
about
damn old.
45 or so.
That's old.
I mean, Barkley's close to. He got to be at least close to 60.
You've only been to the final once, so you don't know. Just riding on Dwayne Wade's and Kobe's coattails. Doesn't matter, Chuck. I got the same thing you got, and I passed you up 10 years. Just letting you know. If I've been riding on Kobe's coattails, Dwayne Wade's, and Alonzo Mourning, I forgot about that. Let's win for those guys.
You can't show the video.
People question like you Hall of Fame anyway. Well,
I would say this, Shaq.
why did that get so personal? When we're talking about Game 5. Chuck always interrupt me. Don't interrupt me, Chuck. I'm gonna punch you right in your face. I tell you what. Okay.
I mean, we're gonna be moving some furniture.
Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna throw one of these chicken wings at your fat ass.
Okay.
You gonna grab like one of those birds, dude.
You gonna do what?
Come on, man. Quit screwing around. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You don't want to get on this old cheap suit kid that got on.
Papa was a roller
Stab it up with a trident. I would say I don't even notice that barbecue sauce on my suit. I would agree. I don't notice the barbecue sauce, but I also agree with you. Oh, there you go. There it is. Hey, come on, man. I would say this.
You don't know nothing about that.
If you cannot extend, why do you keep dating everything ain't nailed down? Because
So here's the question. Here's the question.
You cannot extend service.
If
He only went to the finals once. He has no.
is this good for ratings or not?
What you're talking about them fighting, or are you talking
Yeah,
about?
them fighting?
It did get a little heated for a second. Though.
Yeah, it's great. It's great for ratings.
It's great for ratings.
Yeah.
But do they keep them together next season?
Yes.
Yes, of
think
course.
so?
Yeah, it's Shaq and
They
Charles
actually
Barkley.
they get along really well.
I know, but when you start doing stuff like that, you start wondering about tension. You start. when you have a
I
Kobe
think
and Shaq
I think they'll
situation.
glance over it and let them know, hey guys, we can't have this go any further.
Right.
And I'm sure Shaq and Charles will squash it. I
course.
I think they've known each other long enough and they're professional enough to handle that kind of
Right.
situation. Every now and then tensions get heated. It
Yeah, like
happens.
Stephen A. and your boy Skip.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
used to
yeah.
happen. Like.
But they love each other, deep down inside.
Yeah, every week. them
And
two
maybe
dudes. Sexually. Yeah, perhaps. Maybe deep down inside.
Yeah. So like Max and Marcellus, they used to fight all the time.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
used to
but
go at
Max knows. That's a lost cause.
So speaking of that, who's gonna win the race, Keyshawn or Marcellus?
Keish.
it. You think so?
Yeah, Keish. Keish, you gotta.
He looks like he's eating one too many quiches.
Either way, Keish used to have some wheels. Like, and
No,
that
he
just
was never really that fast.
man, you better go back and
He was a
look.
possession receiver
Understand.
that ran excellent routes.
You got to go back to his
He was
USC
never,
days. Though.
he was never a 4-4.
I bet you he was on the relay
It's
team.
4.47.
Was
I
he?
bet you he
4.47.
was on the relay team with Curtis Conway at USC.
He was on a relay team at USC.
He had wheels, dog.
We
I'm
did
telling
talk
you.
about that.
He was that fast?
Yes.
Why was he so slow in the NFL?
4.47.
Because other people in the NFL are fast, like really fast.
Well, he was known as a possession receiver. So how can you be a possession receiver at 4.4
he
speed?
makes fast people
think
look
about, like
slow.
there's guys that run 4.5s that are possession receivers.
That's what they said
That's
about
slow.
Nelly in
Yeah,
in
but
that
then
one
like
movie.
for instance, you take a look at Antonio Brown. I think he was mid 4.4s, like 4.5 ish.
He's fast.
But he runs like a 4.4, 4.5.
So maybe it's football speed. included.
Sometimes, yeah, but he had track speed. So to be able to run on the track and run on the football field, how many guys do you know that could haul ass
Yeah,
on the
because
track but didn't look fast on the football?
Key ran track
A lot.
too.
There's guys like that. Like one guy that we knew that was really fast in track
You know,
and just didn't look that fast on the football field. He just didn't.
had his own play.
Yeah,
The L play.
yeah, that's it. So,
But check this out, though. Keyshawn Johnson, I doubt, is taking this serious at all.
it doesn't have to.
Marcellus was not that slow at the
he
defensive
was
end.
still a big guy though. Like you can be fast as a defensive end, but you're still not fast in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
Like he even if as a slow receiver, still gonna be faster than most defensive ends.
He's working out, though, for this shit. He's training.
Like I don't think.
Yeah, I
it
don't think
matters.
he's working out at all.
He's cutting weight. He's going at it. He's hydrating.
I don't think it matters. Honestly, I just don't.
So
think
if
it
he
matters.
steps out there and actually runs a 4.7 and Keyshawn kind of slows up and is
Maybe,
like at a
but
5.
They're running like a
4.9.
400, right?
But
Are
I
they
really
running
don't think that
or
he's
what are they
gonna-
running, a 40?
First of all, you got to remember Marcellus is not young either.
Younger than
Yeah, it's true.
Keyshawn.
He is younger than Keyshawn, but he's not young.
Right.
So unless he's been training for
How
a
much
year,
younger than Key is he?
Probably 5 or 6
He played with
years.
Bruce Smith. I mean,
No. Yeah.
But he was, like,
did
young,
play with
though.
Bruce Smith, but Bruce Smith played way past his years too. He played deep into the 90s. I mean, he played. What the hell?
This motherfucker saw a ghost or something.
Oh, we have nobody's knocking at the door. Anyways, so Bruce Smith played with Washington. If you remember that, he didn't just I think he for a little while
on the Giants. He was talking about the Giants or some junk.
he was with the Giants.
Or no, who was
No,
he
he
with?
was
I mean, the
Buffalo.
Bills, Buffalo Bills.
He played with him in Buffalo, and maybe
Yeah,
Marcellus
he
is
played
He was
older
with
than
the
I
Chargers, right?
think. Who?
That dude was with the
Marcellus?
Chargers, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he went to Buffalo, and then he also played with the Cowboys.
So maybe he's old. Maybe they're close to the same age.
Let's find
But
out.
Keisha, I think, is about
Keyshawn's like 44, right?
44, 45. He was
Keyshawn's 44 years old.
Yeah.
He weighed 212 as a receiver. He's like 20 pounds heavier right now. He's like 230.
That's not that bad.
He looks really fat though.
He did look kind of unhealthy there when I,
I
saw
mean-
him last. But even still.
So
even
who you
still,
taking? Who you
I'm
taking?
taking Keish.
I'm taking Keish. I'm just saying it's going to be interesting because one of them's working out and one of them, I don't believe Keish is
Like,
working
dude,
out.
I think if any one of the linemen that I played ball with, or any one of
Okay.
the linemen that I didn't play ball with that came from years behind me, I still don't think they beat me right now.
Yeah.
They're only 2 years apart. Marcellus is
2
42.
years. Okay,
I
yeah.
told you they played. It was close
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
Marcellus playing weight is 275.
See?
See.
You think he didn't? Nah, I bet
He-
he's
he-
still at least 260.
Well, no, he's dropped a gang of weight.
But even if he did,
And
but
he's
it-
working
He
out
has.
hard
He's
too.
dropped, well, he wasn't just working out for this specifically. He's been on like a little yoga mission to drop a
I
lot
bet
of
he's
weight.
still like 250.
He's probably
Okay, all right. So 250
That's carrying
versus
a lot of-
230.
Shout out to Chuck Morgan, ladies.
He's
and
used to
gentlemen.
being. He's
Shout out
used to being
Chuck
his
Buck.
size.
Chuck
You
better buck.
still talking about? Man, you still talking about? That's
I,
a lot of
yeah,
weight,
I,
man.
I'm taking.
And that's assuming that he.
I'm taking
already ran
Keyshawn
in the
Johnson for
4.6s.
sure.
That's hoping he already ran in the 4.6s when he was young. Nah, we're saying Keish ran in the 4.47.
4.47.
All right, well we'll see.
Like, I just
So you
don't
got
see-
Keish. I got Keish too.
Yeah, everybody's got
by
Keyshawn
country
Johnson.
mile too.
I don't know what a country. What's a country mile?
A long way.
Long ass motherfucking
I
way.
think gonna smash him.
It's about the same as when I beat Just Mike.
Yeah,
Will
that
he,
didn't
will,
never
will
happen.
he Hulk smash him or will he just smash him?
He gonna Hulk smash him,
Hulk smash him.
but not in the baby version neither. We talking about
No,
full grown
this is a
Hulk
very
smash.
angry Hulk right here.
Baby
Yeah.
Rage Hulk.
That's baby Hulk.
Yeah, baby Hulk.
He's gonna full grown Hulk smash.
All right,
He might even turn around and talk to him.
that'd be dope.
Yeah, it would.
He said he's gonna race him to the end and then order a bunch of food on him.
Yeah, and I think where Keish is from, where did Keish go to Dorsey?
I think so.
He went
He
to
did
he went to
go to
USC for college.
Yeah, but he went to
I
Dorsey
think it's
High.
a Dorsey Don. Yeah.
Yeah, in Inglewood or whatever.
Inglewood, always up to no good. Even
Yeah.
Hollywood's trying to get up in here.
And then
I live my life through random quotes. I've noticed that, like
Mm-hmm.
a quarter mile at a time.
that's good.
It's also a random quote.
That is.
Thank you.
This is a random quote. Very random.
I do that all the time.
Well,
Shout out to all you guys who listen to random quotes from
Yeah.
me.
yeah. Shout out to all of you terrorists that actually know these quotes.
So in the finals, who you taking? LBJ or you taking the Warriors?
Warriors.
I take the Warriors in 6.
Oh, you guys Warriors? I'm going LBJ.
Yeah, I think
I actually want him to win so bad.
we started saying at the beginning of this part of the conversation, we're saying if he becomes the greatest.
Oh, I think he's the greatest if he wins this.
I don't think so.
I
It
think
still
so.
only puts, first of all, it only puts him at 4.
I don't care.
Um,
I don't think anybody else has played a team with this many superstars on it.
not 6, not 7, not 8.
Still, he'll be at 4. He's on his way.
I just don't. I'm just saying. I don't think he could be.
Here's why I think LBJ wins.
Okay.
I think they didn't have enough to do it without Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant is 5-18 against LBJ.
It doesn't
in
matter.
playoff
Kevin
games.
Durant's
I'ma
never
tell
had
you this
kind
right
of
now.
supporting cast with him.
Yeah,
Right. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
he's a bum.
There's nobody. They're
Nobody.
I was
You gotta
gonna-
say it like you gotta say it like he
LeBron
said.
has listen. Last year they lost with Harrison Barnes out there shooting no shots. They literally left.
They didn't lose.
Harrison.
They won.
No, I'm saying they lost.
lost. The
I'm
Warriors
talking about the Warriors lost with Harrison Barnes shooting no shots because Cleveland was okay with guarding everybody else but Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't.
who they're gonna do that to now?
Tristan Thompson.
They can. There's nobody that they got that can guard KD. Not one person over there can guard KD. And don't say LeBron can guard KD. He can't either because neither one of them can guard each other. Nobody can guard when you're that fucking good. Nobody can guard you. So
So let's just
head-to-head battles when they're
let's
guarding
just-
each other.
let's just say that
Kevin Durant actually averages 3 more
let's
points
take-
versus
let's take
LeBron
the
than
starting
LeBron
four,
versus
since we're
him.
gonna
But as
cancel
far
out
as
KD.
Equal rebounds too.
We're gonna cancel out KD
And
and
LeBron.
LeBron.
Yep.
Now you got to cancel out Kyrie and Steph.
Yep.
No, you don't, because
Yeah.
Kyrie wins that. He doesn't.
No.
No, they're about
No.
the same.
They can
No.
put up the
They're
numbers
about
the same way.
Numbers wise, they're about
Kyrie
the
They
same.
wins
both
that.
can't defend, and they both are
Then who you
explosive
got
on
next?
offense
Okay, so you got
or enormous.
you got Draymond and Kevin Love. They're essentially canceling each other out, except I might give the edge to Kevin Love.
Because he can shoot the three
Yeah.
more consistent.
Yeah, I think, but then you come back to the
Yeah,
other
but he
side.
can't do
Clay-
anything else.
Yeah,
He
more
rebounds
consistent.
like a
He
monster,
rebounds,
though.
and his defense has actually been
So
pretty
you think
decent
he's-
in this post?
So there, but then you
But
get,
who's the better defender?
Oh, Draymond. By
Okay.
far.
Yeah.
So now, but then now you got okay. So
I'm gonna tell you this. Hold on. Wait. Let's stay on that point.
okay.
Draymond was the best player on the court in Game 7 last year
Sure. They
by a mile.
Sure.
Like he had 38 points. He had
then-
like 7 3-pointers.
no, he balled out. But you got to remember,
He's-
that he looks like Donkey from Shrek.
It doesn't matter.
And
He
he talks
does.
a lot of
He
shit,
does. But you mean to tell me you rather
Yeah,
have
waffles.
Kevin Love?
Kevin Love.
And he's playing well. Kevin Love's playing really well
I
right
think-
now. But really?
I think what
Shout
Kevin,
out
if
to
he has to
Suave
guard Kevin Love,
DeBarge.
is going to change the way he plays normally.
AKA Chavo
Because Kevin
Guerrero.
Love can camp out of the 3-point line. There, it kind of takes away some of his defensive ability. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. So we'll just cancel them out.
Okay.
So we
That's
cancel
them.
for the record.
We'll say Clay
Clay.
versus JR. I think that's the biggest mismatch.
Yeah, Clay.
Clay.
Easy.
Yeah, I
all
think
day.
that's the biggest mismatch.
And then,
I think
then
that's where it hurts.
who's at the 5 for them?
I think they either
JaVale
Fry-
McGee trumps everybody over there.
He is the very best, worst guy.
Yes, he's the very best, worst guy on the court. I totally agree.
So it's either going to be Channing Frye.
Tristan Thompson.
Yes,
Either Channing
he's
Frye
more
or
dynamic.
Tristan
Tristan
Thompson.
Thompson.
depending on what they decide.
Tristan Thompson is really. He's one of those guys that are tweeners. He's not big enough to really be
No,
a
but he
big,
can rebound.
but because
But he's a
because
monster though.
He's pretty good
On the
defense.
boards, he's a
a
monster
good-
on the boards.
defense only in the paint. He can't defend on the perimeter.
Yeah, but most big guys can't.
But he's a monster on the boards though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
Sure, he is.
so with all the switching they have to do, because first of all, Cleveland
Channing
is
Frye can't defend anywhere.
no, he can't defend.
Channing Frye,
anything.
hey, why does Channing Frye? He reminds me of like the Pink Panther or something. It's like this big lurpy,
Long and
yeah, it's
lurpy.
just like a lurpy mother.
Yeah,
Look,
he's like
the
a-
big problem, see, what you're not really realizing is that foot speed defensively is
Sure.
terrible for Cleveland. They
Sure.
cannot move their feet. So their rotations are always going to be slow. The reason they haven't been exposed like that in
So-
the Eastern Conference is because they don't have shooters like that on any of those teams that they played against.
Okay, so here
So
we
there's
go.
not 4 shooters out there that can spread
Right,
the floor
right. Here's
and rotate the ball side to side.
Here's the one issue that I think could possibly give Golden State trouble. Kyle Korver off the bench.
Off the bench.
Yeah,
Yeah, because their bench is kind of whack. Dude.
Iggy can defend Kyle
But is he
Korver.
hurt?
can.
Is he back?
He can.
Iggy
Is he back
can
or
defend
hurt?
him, but the question is then what do you do?
Clay can shut him down.
Father Time's getting
Because you still
catching up to
you still
Iggy though.
Yeah, but you got-
you have to dedicate.
Father Time's
They have
catching
some
up to Iggy.
athletes. I'm not saying that, but they can't shoot.
Personally, I think
Then you got
if I was-
Shumpert off the
I
bench,
wouldn't
too.
use Iggy to guard Kyle Korver. I would use Livingston.
Yeah, Livingston is a good fit for that. He's long.
Yeah.
Pause.
So yeah.
Boss.
So it'll be. Dude, I
So
think
who?
it
So
could-
who
it
you
could
going?
be-
I think they're better matched up than most people are giving them.
Yeah.
Who do you're going? You're going.
I'm going
Golden State in 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, Golden State. It might be like one game, like
You
that
think
they
you give
lose.
5?
I'm saying 5. Yeah, Golden State in 5.
Okay, so I do think that this next game coming up, I think
First
Cleveland.
game.
I think Cleveland comes and punches them in the mouth.
And
I
wins?
think Cleveland wins this first game.
It's hard to win Golden State.
Well, traditionally, Golden State has started terrible
In the,
After layoff.
after a long layoff. Terrible. They got beat by.
traditionally, they
San
ain't had
Antonio.
no Kevin Durant on the team.
No, they got beat by San Antonio in the first game
Hey.
after a long layoff.
Now,
San Antonio.
No.
Anyways,
They haven't lost in the
I mean,
playoffs.
they had a tough game against San
Yeah,
Antonio.
the first half.
And then they
They had a bad first half.
And then
Okay.
Jaja Pachulia,
Yeah,
the
Jaja
hatchet
Pachulia
man,
cheated
went and
over
took
there.
out
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard.
I
Yeah.
think they still lose that
AKA
series.
all part
the
of the
claw,
game.
the claw, the
It's all
claw.
part of the game.
Dr.
Shit
Claw.
happens. He didn't do it on purpose.
I think
He did it on purpose.
I
Anyway,
don't know. It's hard to do it on purpose, but he definitely put himself in position on purpose to cause that to happen.
He's just a big, cumbersome, clumsy.
no, he did it on
oaf.
purpose. He took an
He
extra
kept
step with his.
coming.
Yeah, he took
kept
an
Turned the
extra
other way
step.
and stepped in.
He did it on purpose.
I don't know.
Anywho,
Either way it goes, I'm not a Golden State fan, but I'm picking Golden State in 5.
but because you're a LeBron James hater, but I'm gonna
No.
go ahead and say
Not a LeBron James hater anymore.
I'm gonna go ahead anymore. I'm gonna go ahead.
Kobe's
and
gone, so I'm not
Go
gonna hate
against
on
the grain, and I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
And how many games? 7?
I think it might take him 7 to
I
get it done.
understand though that in 7 that means it's in Oracle.
Yeah, that's okay.
I see that. I can't see that happening.
I can see it happening.
If it goes, to
This
7,
ain't last year,
yeah,
man.
if it goes to 7,
Kevin
Golden State wins.
fucking Durant. That's all I have to say.
I think.
I
Kevin
think
Kevin doesn't
Kevin-
even have to have the best series of his life.
No,
he
he
just has to be
needs to
better
be-
than Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, he just
This
needs
shit
to
is
be
over by a
confident.
mile.
If he averages 20 points, there's nothing that they can do.
Dude,
Nothing.
Kevin Durant, I just don't feel like he'll win the big game.
Bullshit.
Well,
he don't have to win it.
No, he
He
gotta
just
be-
has to show
he
up
just
and do
gotta
his
be a
job. That's the
participant, yeah.
brilliance of what's going on
Well,
right now.
obviously they
and I
needed
think
him.
that's what I don't like about that situation. Like, I feel like
It's
if
obvious they
you're supposedly
needed
the
him.
best player. If you feel like you're the best player in the world, why would you go to the best team or the second best team? Well, like, why would you do that? Like,
Also, I want that to be a waste too. Just like their perfect season
Yeah, I
last
don't
year,
like
where they're like record-breaking season. I don't know why. I like to see that type of stuff.
I was
when New
pissed
England
that
went
they
18.
lost.
I love
Yeah.
to see that type of stuff.
I was pissed when they lost too.
Oh, I was
I'm just
so
like,
happy.
come on, if you're gonna do that
I
shit,
was-
win.
I love to see that kind of
I was
stuff.
happy, but as a Joe Montana fan, you know.
You don't think last year that they got jobbed by the league,
Who? New
Golden
England?
State?
Oh,
You don't think they got jobbed by the league though?
Yeah, with the suspension?
Yeah, because
That really turned everything.
yeah, because
Like the lights going out
because
in
the
the
refs
Super
didn't even
Bowl.
call anything. Like the refs didn't call it like a flagrant or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
They went the next day, reviewed the tape, and then the office like the
That
Something to that.
happens, even
Yes.
in the NFL.
Yeah, there's
yeah,
something to
but
that.
come
There's
on,
something to that.
in
Like, you
the
have
in
a
the
hit,
biggest
like-
series of the whole
There's something.
Think
There's
about
NBA
something to that.
season.
Think about
Like, come
some
on,
of the
man.
NFL games.
Got
A guy
jobbed.
hits a dude. They say helmet to helmet. They toss him. Later, he doesn't get fined. You think, damn, how come he didn't get fined? You get fined for all penalties of the 15.
Yeah, but taking the neutralizer out of the game,
Yeah, it's the same thing. I don't
that's
think
fucked. They shouldn't have taken him out of
But
the game.
had he
I
not
think
done
got
it,
jobbed.
would
had he
agree. I
not
think
done
he
it,
should-
he wouldn't. They wouldn't have been in that situation anyways.
True.
So Draymond, you're the problem.
Yeah, like
donkey
when Meta World
from
Peace
Shrek,
decided to elbow the shit out of James Harden.
which is one of my favorite plays ever.
He fucked James Harden up,
yeah,
man.
he ended up catching that suspension after.
Right.
Because they
See?
didn't catch it right there.
See?
It's the same type situation, though.
But why would you go back in the middle of the fucking finals and just suspend him for one game?
Well,
Because he did
deserved
something
it.
wrong and he deserved it.
I don't think he
In their
deserved to be suspended.
He did deserve
Okay,
it.
Meta
They
World
don't do
Peace
half-
throwing that
half-
elbow.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He
That-
kicked somebody
okay.
in the nuts. He's a habitual nut kicker.
Yeah, he's a
Hey,
habitual nut
so was
kicker.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, he
They
got
wouldn't have
suspended
taken
all
Dennis
the
Rodman
time.
out of
Played in a different era, though.
no championship.
He did play in a different era.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been taking out no
Well, not in the,
championship.
he wasn't in the
I'll tell
era
you
of prima donnas.
If
He was the
for real,
prima
if you
donna.
actually watch any of those Detroit Pistons
He was also
championship
the
teams,
Black Madonna.
all of those guys would have been kicked out at some point, especially
that.
Lambeer.
I just watched the 30 for 30. I know it's old, but I just watched the 30 for 30 on the Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Man, I was looking at some of them plays. They were fucking Jordan and Pippen
Yeah.
up,
And
Well,
bro.
all of
I'm
them.
glad you added the
just
up
them.
on that because
They were,
Yeah.
man, they were destroying the motherfuckers,
take
man.
that, Jordan.
Take
Yeah,
this, Scotty. You like it.
I always turns weird and creepy with you fruit baskets.
So yeah, I think absolutely. But it's a different era. This is like
It
the
is.
They
flag
were
football
fu-
era.
hey,
like
bro.
look at your boy
Flag
Mike
the
Vick.
passing leg.
Yeah,
Leg?
passing
Passing
leg. We throw with our legs here.
Yeah, we
But you have
leg passing.
yeah.
We play soccer.
Michael Vick is doing this flag football league. Like they're trying to make it like a thing.
That's
and I
the
hope
thing.
it does. That'd
There's
be
nothing
great.
wrong with that.
You should go play.
No, I think it's
Go
great.
play.
No, it's over with. It's over. I'm not supposed to run around and do nothing physical.
You want to pull a hammy?
At least I think I'd be the second
Rip
person.
everything.
I'd be the second person in the history of playing football to pull both hamstrings at the same time.
You know who did that?
Yeah, Aaron Lynch. He did it.
No, picture this. I mean, it was quadriceps at the same time. You know who did that?
You.
In like a sports activity thing?
You.
No, Mr. Vince McMahon. He was running down to the ring. You guys, have you ever seen that video? He's
I know how
running
he
down to the
walks.
ring.
He looks like he got pulled.
Dude, he
fucking quads,
slid
butt
in.
cheeks.
All he did was slide in the ring, and then he tried to stand up and blew out both his quads right there. So he had
That's
to
called
he had to
steroids.
sit down and scream at them to like ring the bell. He was trying to do like a thing, and it's one of the greatest clips you could ever watch on
I
YouTube.
gotta find
Way to
that.
go, Mr.
Yeah,
Steroid.
YouTube
McMahon.
that. YouTube Vince McMahon blowing out both quads. It's hilarious.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
I bet
Also-
you it hurt pretty good.
It did. I bet it hurt fantastically.
Hurt so good.
Don't you know no good? Sorry.
Yes, it's perfectly okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are about 10 minutes over. Louis Durkee, you just got in the building, but go ahead and watch the replay.
Yeah.
Or don't. Who cares?
Yeah,
Nobody
fuck
listens
it.
to this show anyways.
Yeah, you fucking bastard for coming late. Show
Yeah.
up at the party.
Yeah, show's been on for an hour. Where the hell were you?
Yeah, you beat it.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, we don't want you. But do drop a like and subscribe.
Yeah. Now.
We'll take that.
Because if you don't, ass grass.
Yes, grass. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of the world's favorite podcast.
Whole world.
I'm your host, Gene Van Horn, for G5. Just Mike.
Hey.
We're gone.
You've been listening to What Happens When. Tune in next time to find out God knows what.